Okay, my name's Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, it's going to be an interesting topic, and it's going to be a topic that's going to have people shaking. This is going to be a wild topic, but you've already seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, and we're going to be talking about whether it's realistic for them to drop double ultras for the finale of the 5th anniversary. Now that might sound wild, but we're gonna take a dive into the past and actually look at what we have currently in the game as well. If you guys haven't seen already, Ultra Hit and Ultra Rose are on at the same time, and they're gonna rerun the Limit Break in a couple days right before part 2 of the anniversary, and we haven't even got to part 3 where the anniversary Ultra will actually land. So with that being said, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 50,000 subscribers. All my social media links are down below. Hit that red button, you know what to do, man. Let's actually get into the video now. Now, it's the 5th anniversary, and they've obviously upped their game with the animation, with the LF Gold Freezer animation. We've seen it, it's beautiful. It's on the screen right now if you've never seen it before, which is dope that they actually show it on the summoning banners now so they can kind of advertise their unit. I love that. I love that. It's beautiful. But hey, let's talk about that another day, because they're rerunning Ultra Rose, top 1 unit in the game. What's going on? Why would they do this? And not to even count out top 1 Hit, who's also being rerun. Like, his time's almost up, but the fact that they're here simultaneously and there's a limit break coming soon is insane. My initial thought, I woke up, this is actually how my day went. So I woke up, right, check my phone, check Twitter. I always check Twitter first thing to see if anything dropped in Legends, and it's a Wednesday, so you know it's update day. But recently, because of the Zenkais being trashed, the free-to-plays being trashed, I've just been sleeping through and not waking up in the morning to make content. I'll just do whatever I want, follow my own flow, and I'll figure it out. With that being said, I checked Twitter and I see Rose's back. I said, huh? Is this like for a couple days later? I open Legends, Rose's actually there on my homepage. I don't even get to some page because it shows you the news. I'm like, damn, the devs are not good people. That was my thought. The devs are not good people. They can't be good people, because I don't know why they need so much money. Like, there's literally an economic, let's talk about the I'm joking, I'm not a financial advisor. I was gonna be like, let's talk about the economic state of the world, but come on, like, let's be for real. Why do you need so much money, devs, for you guys to be dropping Ultra Rose mid-anniversary? It's not even mid-anniversary, it's at the start of the anniversary. What's also interesting is that they never took Rose off of boost. He's still on the PvP boost system, and with this being the case, it kind of makes me think, are they gonna just, like, you know, keep bringing back old ultras for the boost if they just want to hype them up or get them to be sold? Because Rose being here is very, very interesting. He's been here since like March. That's a long time. With that being said, 2 ultras being on at the same time, being followed up by a limit break banner, is no more than a definite bait. It's a definite bait, it's a definite bait, it's a big money grab. I don't know if they need money for Budokai Tenkaichi 4 so they can actually fund that game, but the way Bandai are putting in money, trying to get our money, sorry, through these banners, because people are not just going to spend CC. There's no way people have CC at this point in the game. They dropped Gold Freezer with the best LF animation in the game. Jiren's on the banner, and there's 2 other Sparkins, Kawhi and Casserole. Bro, that's an insanely wealthy banner. There's also a lot of good units on the banner as well. We got Cooler, MUI, units that people want. So I'm not going to say Cooler and MUI are the best units, but they look cool, and new players in the game are definitely going to summon for them. All of these characters on the game, I'm not going to say there's amazing characters on the game. I shouldn't actually said that, advertised it like that. But there's a lot of value considering you can just build a team off it. Then they rerun Hit, right? Cool, Universe Rep, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's lining up very, very well. They lined up Hit directly after Gold Freezer, so if people want to build a Universe Rep team to the T, you get Hit. But Rose coming back makes no sense. I guess it's in preparation for part 2, which is in a buff of God Key. So they've actually gone ahead and gave the blue Goku. Let me actually go to my event and show you directly. If you go to upgrade, you can go to equipment battle. They gave this Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku plat. And they've actually gone ahead and shown some signs of movies, so people are thinking it might be a Super Saiyan God Goku or something to relate to Resurrection of F or Battle of Gods. Whatever the case is, that's just so wild how they would rerun Rose, keep him on the boost as well. So it kind of just, more so to me, hints to preparation of Ultra VB, if not for the 3rd part of the anniversary, at least sometime this year, maybe at the end of the year. Now, let me take you back to the 3rd anniversary where we actually got a dual LF unit off rip, like no delay, off rip. We got a dual LF banner, right? We got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and the unit that accompanied him was actually none less than CMZ, half corrupted Zamasu. These two units were the headliners. So we had a Fusion Warrior, which is almost mandatory any anniversary, and even though this guy's a Fusion Warrior as well, he was more so the powerful opponent tag unit, the antagonist of the anniversary in a sense. So they gave us these two units, right? And what I'm thinking is, if they want to spice up a bit more with the fact that they've only given us an LF, one character, one LF for the first part, they'll probably go one LF for the second part. It would be a huge curveball if they drop two Ultras, sorry, for the third part. Now, do I think it's genuinely realistic? I don't think it's that realistic, but I'll dive into that in a second. But I feel like it'd be a definite way to shake things up and actually show that they're trying to make Ultras a lot more, not scarce, let's say. So they're trying to make more people just have Ultras be more common. A lot of people look forward to their favorite Ultra rather than just saving for one Ultra that's already dominating the game. With more Ultras, it kind of makes the playing field more fair. A couple months ago, or maybe just 2 months ago, there was a lot of variety in the meta, but I feel like now that we've got to this point where 4 Ultras are running the game, Ultra Rose, Ultra Hit, Ultra Kid Buu, and Ultra Gogeta Blue, if you don't have one of these 4 or at least 2 of them, you're done, because only these 4 are running the game. But if you had a lot more, if you had maybe 10 Ultras of that same status of multiple different tags, there could be any team that you want to use and you'd be able to actually stand a good chance in PvP. It makes it a lot more of a variety when it comes to picking meta teams, which is great for everybody, honestly, and people don't have to stick with just the same. For example, it was the Fusion Warrior Ultras with Super Gogeta Vegito just running the game. It was disgusting, and now it's gone to the powerful opponent side with UKB, Hit, and Rose, which is actually even more disgusting, to be honest. So what's going to shift next? What's it going to be next? They need a lot more variety, which is why I see actually 2 Ultras for the third part of anniversary being plausible. Do I say it's realistic? No, because I feel like that would actually earn them less money. I feel like if you give people too much option at one go, people won't put all their eggs in one basket. So for example, they revealed Gold Frieza first, right? Everybody goes balls deep into Gold Frieza because they look cool as hell. Why wouldn't you? Then after that, they released the Hit rerun. Cool. You spent all your CC on Gold Frieza, you got scraps now. You're gonna have to either spend more money or just use your scraps to actually get Hit on the rerun because you want him for your universe rep team. Cool, you've got 2 things. They follow it up with an Ultra Rose now. So now you've even got more than scraps. You got scraps off your scraps. So now if you're actually gonna either spend your scraps, you're gonna be dead for part 2 of the anniversary, or you're gonna have to spend money. And with the doing that, it forces people to spend money to get the unit, sorry. If they just released multiple things at once, people have a selection and they might not want everything at that point. So for example, if they dropped Hit and Gold Frieza and Rose at the same time, people would choose between Hit and Gold Frieza or Rose because of how the tags work. And most people would probably choose Rose, which is just one banner. So then Hit, even though he's actually a very good unit, if we're talking about popularity, Gold Frieza or Rose are gonna hit the headlights on who's most popular. And if I'm being honest, because Rose is just way better, I feel like the player base that are deep into the game will summon for Rose. But the other way, if we're just talking about the casuals, they probably just summon for Gold Frieza because it's what they like, it looks the best, they got a legendary finish. Ultra is also very much the highest rarity, so I could see Rose going neck and neck with Gold Frieza, and then down below would be Hit. So it kind of makes people like spread out their CC rather than just summon on everything because there's only one thing in their face. People don't have good foresight of what could possibly come. In my case, I was actually talking about this recently in my stream, how I was gonna skip Hit so that I could actually get Rose on the rerun. Then I'd actually have a good future team for when Ultra Vegeta Blue comes, who is everybody knows I'm looking forward to more than anyone else. So yeah, you gotta really think about that, how they do it. So I don't think it's realistic, but for sure, if they were to do something similar to the 3rd anniversary where we had 2 LFs and they dropped 2 Ultras, it just really scream, we're trying to make Ultras have more variety, we're trying to drop more Ultras, and that would actually lead into what people are actually screaming for, Ultra Z power, so people can just Z power their Ultras rather than only pull on summonable Ultra banners that are just abysmal and have a terrible rates. They don't give you anything good besides from the Ultra, legend limits and the back are outdated, you know. So I think people would just be generally more satisfied if that was the case. Now, just to end off the video, I want to talk about this segment here. I feel like at the point we are right now, double Ultras, I'm not saying it's not ridiculous to say that, is what I'm trying to say. It's not ridiculous at all. Since they dropped Ultra Gogeta Blue, when Ultra Gogeta Blue was about to drop, even just before that, there was like speculation of a fusing tag unit or something along the lines of that glass icon, which was actually for Hit, I believe. With that being the case, they dropped literally 2 Ultras back to back. They dropped the Ultra for Fest, they dropped the end of year banners, then they dropped Ultra Hit. That was very fast in succession, and that was the first time they've actually dropped ultras so fast and together as well like that. When they said it takes like what, 3 months to make an ultra, clearly it doesn't. Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. There's no way. There's no way. Because they must have been cooking or they hired more staff. There's no way. Because they actually released ultras back to back. They thought I forgot that they said they take it like 3 months or 4 months. It doesn't. It just doesn't. So with that being the case, unless they just stocked up in the back door and they got people slaving away like they're the One Piece animators or the Demon Slayer animators, you know, the Mappa Studio, bro, Ufotable, them animators, they don't get to see their kids. Unless they've got the devs working like that, there's just no way it takes 3 months or 4 months. So with that being the case, I could easily see that being actually the case of double ultras for the third part of the anniversary. If I was to pick, I'd obviously go future based with Fusion Zamasu and Ultra VB, or they might just cross something else. So it'd be most likely Ultra VB and something else, a powerful opponent of some sort. That's what I would predict anyways. Since they've already got like the Fusions, USG, UGB, and they've also got USV, UVB would make the fourth one. Powerful opponents, there's already 5, I think. We've got Rose, Ultra Kid Buu, Hit, Broly, if we're talking summonables. But if you want to go other way, you can add Omega Shenron. I'm not going to add Omega Shenron because it's free to play. So that would actually make one more of each of the main tags of ultras that we've got, which is interesting. But hey, let me know what you guys think about that thought that I just had there. But ever since they dropped those 2 back to back, I see it being very plausible because they really do want to actually start like making these ultra banners more valuable because they're not good right now, man, and everybody agrees. I think that's an obvious take. The ultra banners are just so scary to summon on because there's no pity, no guarantee. You're summoning for units that are not even good besides the ultra unit. You're just praying for a Trunks animation or a Bardock animation, and if you see that the special orb for the ultra, it's like dope. But clearly it doesn't take 3 months, so it's very plausible. But will I say it's realistic? Me personally, no. That's gonna be the end of the video. Let me know your take on everything I've said. I kind of rambled at certain parts, but it's because I've got so much on my mind. But with the fact that we've literally got 2 ultras right now and the limit break coming soon, they're trying to get money out of us, or they're trying to beat us to hell. With part 2 coming around, and there's probably going to be a part 3 for the anniversary ultra. It might be interesting if they drop an ultra for part 2. That would be wild, but I hope not. We'll have to see, man. Again, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 50,000 subscribers. If you're new here, you know what to do here. Definitely press that red button. I'm gonna leave the video like that though, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. My name's Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.